Yes, sir.
So good afternoon. Pharmaceuticals market of India is totally different than the rest of the world. Important thing is that India is one of the biggest pharmaceuticals market in the world. The important thing is that the highest market revenue is basically coming from United States of America. The important thing is why the market is so high in United States or European countries than India as a country. The important thing is that the companies, MNC companies are basically focused on research and development. That is the ultimate kind of thing, which makes all the differences. Because if you see the thing, in top 10 companies, the companies are like Pfizer, Novartis, Glaxo, Aventis, Sanofi. Then you will find Novo Nordisk. This type of companies are there. This type of companies average turnover is more than $40 billion per year, and the research and development is almost $5 to $8 billion per year. So what is happening today? The number one company, including consumer division, is Johnson & Johnson. It's around $70 plus billion US dollar, I would say. And then Novartis is the number one pharmaceutical company in the world. So the turnover is around touching $60 billion. So you can understand how big the companies are. They always focus on research and development. So the important thing is that there is two kind of products. One is off-patent product and another is patented product. So what is the definition of patented product? Patented product means it is unique, absolutely unique in nature. Like you can say augmented, like you can say the product like earlier we used to say Boveran is diclofenac sodium. The company's product GST, that is augmented, amoxicillin, glycerolic acid, that was a product. Lilly has a product. Novartis has a product, Diavan is a product, basically a product which is transferred to brand itself. So the thing is that the unique type, unique quality is given only through research and development, and that's why the government or the different countries are giving you some kind of mileage so that you can enjoy, because a lot of money as well as time is important to develop this kind of brands. So that's why patented products are of prime objective. Most importantly, the top 10 companies in the world, like starting from Johnson & Johnson to Novartis, from Pfizer to Sanofi Aventis to AstraZeneca to Lilly, Novo Nordisk, MSD, all the companies are research-oriented organizations. Be it oral, be it suspension, be it injectable forms. They are basically coming with a lot of research and development. And please remember, there are a lot of clinical trials, different parts are there. So you have to develop this kind of products slowly. That's why you require a lot of research as well as a lot of money. And the most important thing is that Indian companies don't have this kind of money, because the average turnover of Sun Pharmaceuticals, maybe after acquisition of Ranbaxy, will be hardly $6 billion. So you can understand what type of money they are having. So what kind of research they are doing. So that is very important. Now we have the advantage, India have the advantage of cost related issues, because we have the skill level as well as cost is low cost, absolutely. Skill level as well as you have to pay very less amount in comparison to foreigners, right? So that is the most important thing. So we always play into the market or through the world through volume business. So we always focus on off-patent product, that is known as generic. But in India, generics is something different. Generic, we always have the perception the quality may be inferior, but this is not true. Generic means a product which is off patent. So the thing is that patented products, government or different developing countries or developed countries are giving you the backup or support to go for this kind of monetary realization, because 10 years, 8 years, 10 years vigorous research is going on a particular product, particular or two or three categories. At the same time, the trial will be multi-centric clinical trials, well documented kind of things are there. So when Galvas is there, when Diavan is there, when Augmentin is there, all are basically of different kind of researches. Is the outcome of different researches that is absolutely unique in nature. Nobody should copycat this kind of things. But Indian companies are only interested to copycat this kind of product. So that's why, suppose a particular product which was available in 100 rupees, India, this particular product, any companies, Indian pharma companies can offer at 10-15 rupees only. So right now, this kind of process patent is no more available in India, because since you are a signatory of GATT as well as WTO, you have to stop this kind of thing. So you have to encourage this product patent. So earlier there was a process patent in the Gandhi regime, Mrs. Gandhi in 70s. The process patent was there to develop this kind of Indian pharmaceutical companies, because if you go back slowly, you can understand what is happening in the pharmaceutical sector of India. So basically, pre-independence, even after independence, the companies which are basically dominating, which were basically dominating, I would say, basically Park Davis, which is no more right now. Right now, it is acquired by Pfizer. Now Glaxo was there, SmithKline was there. Then you have this above, this type of companies were there, right? Now you have this Mark was there. So this kind of companies were definitely there. Ciba-Geigy Sandoz was there, which is from Novartis right now. Now important thing is that these companies basically what they are doing, they are taking the goods, they are importing their products from different countries. They are importing the medicines to India only. They are not at all interested to go for manufacturing plant setup or some this kind of research related aspects. So what is important? So Indian government is developing Hindustan Antibiotics Limited, IDPL, this kind of companies were there. Now the credit goes to Professor Dr. Acharya Prafulla Chandra Roy. Bengal Chemical was formed. He had the visionary to develop indigenous products. So he was a strong supporter of indigenous products. So that was very important. So Bengal Chemicals, a lot of companies were there. Now Sarabhai Chemicals, that was also a blue-eyed company of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. So in 70s, government realized slowly that these pharmaceutical companies, the MNCs, are not at all interested to set up their plant and machineries there. They are not at all focused. So they are only selling their products and they are importing the drugs. So Indian pharmaceutical industry introduced this process patent. So what happens? So what happens after that? You will find a lot of companies are coming. In 1993, the companies are more than 30,000. Yes, this was true. But right now, slowly, after the signing of this kind of products like CAT, WTO, you have to follow the patented product regime. So you have to back up the properly for the patented products only. So in India right now, you have to admit this kind of things also. So right now, what I would say, the organic growth as well as inorganic growth, world market is also applicable. Organic growth means today you are small. Say for an example, Sun Pharmaceuticals. That was basically by Dilip Shanghvi. The owner is basically Dilip Shanghvi. He started the journey way back in 35 years from Calcutta itself. He was basically a student of Bhavanipur Gujarati Education Society. Today he is the number 2 richest person in India after Mukesh Ambani. So what is happening? He focused on chronic care segment. So chronic care that means chronic care means diabetes, cardiac, neuropsychiatry. So success of Novartis is because they are focused on chronic care segment only. Because that the thing is that the patient has to continue this drug for lifelong almost, or more, maybe 5 to 10 years or even more than that. So chronic care segment is very important. And acute care means injectable form, this kind of things, I would say antibiotics or something like that. Today you are having this kind of antibiotics, tomorrow you will be sidelined by some other antibiotics. So that is the thing. Cephalosporin group of injectables are there, several oral products are also there. So chronic care is the most important thing, because you will find that sedentary lifestyle, due to lifestyle changes, the cardiac, diabetes, nephrological issues are there. So that's why it is very important to focus on chronic care. The success of Sun Pharmaceutical is to focus on chronic care segment mainly. They focused on neuropsychiatric drugs. That was their success. Slowly they have these other portfolios also. And after acquiring this Ranbaxy from Daiichi group of companies, they focused on acute. They're strengthening their business in acute care sector. Earlier they have a strong presence in chronic care segment in India. Right now, so what is important? I have already said patented product, not this generic products. Now, organic growth, that is important. So small company, the Sun Pharmaceuticals is a very small organization in early 80s. Right now it is number 1 company in India. So you can see the development pattern. So it will be the turnover is around around $6 billion. So this is absolutely for organic growth. But after acquisition of Ranbaxy, you can say this is an inorganic growth. So what you are doing that? This is also very important to take over this kind of thing. So inorganic growth is also important. Organic growth is also important because inorganic growth, after taking this kind of transaction from Daiichi, Sanyo, their acute care as well as chronic care segment is strengthening. They are giving you a lot of money. So apart from that, what I would say, the product and brand, there's two kind of thing. Unfortunately, in pharmaceutical sectors, we all believe, so managers as well as the researcher, companies, top persons believe that whenever you launch the product, that means brand. No, it's not at all. How many times FMCG companies, a car manufacturing company, launch a product? One or two, enter the year. So how can you expect? I even invested a lot of money. So right now, a lot of companies are there. So how can you expect that your product is now becoming overnight? It is not possible. So product is basically a need satisfying entity and brand is something different. When the product becomes brand, it has some kind of thing, like it is augmenting, like it is Boveran, like it is Bicosul, like it is I would say Taxino, like that. So over the years, you have the trust, you have generated a lot of prescription values. That's why people are, people are buying these particular products. So this is the kind of thing. Trust is there, prescriber base is excellent. So it becomes a brand over the years. So what is important? The miscalculation from most of the pharmaceuticals managers, because they are having the lack of skills of this particular thing, that whenever they launch the products, they launch too many products at the same time and they expect the products become brand. It's not possible. It is not at all possible. So what is important? So brand, you have to provide some kind of time and it requires a lot of things. So overnight it is, you cannot explain. So pharmaceutical companies, the product managers, the group product managers, the HOD, the marketing managers, the sales managers, everybody is interested to make the product as a brand. How it is, you can expect? You are launching the products, 30, 40 products same time, and you are expecting this kind of products to become, as a brand. Is not possible. Similarly, how many times you can see a new division or new thing is going on? Suppose an extension of Coca-Cola brand or some kind of things, some kind of cars. So if you see the advertisement, if you see that type of thing, lot of things are important. What is important? Lot of TV advertisement you will find, lot of advertisement, lot of this kind of things. What I would say, publicity is going on, sales promotion. So direct marketing, personal sales, all these things are required, and the submission is becoming man. You are investing lot of monies at the same time. Titan, they launch the brand because overnight it doesn't become a brand. So you require time, investment, money wise. Now the budget of the pharmaceutical companies, Indian pharmaceutical companies in India particularly, these companies are very small. And at the same time you are launching 30-35 products at the same time or throughout the year. So how can you expect that you will launch the brand and how the product will be accepted like brand? So it is not possible for the pharmaceutical industry. Overnight it is not possible. Over the years it is required. You will trust it. So that's why brand is defined as a logo, trademark is a kind of thing which is totally different from one company to other companies. So Mercedes logo is different than the Tata Motors, Toyota. So these kind of things, Volkswagen. So what is important? It is a trademark, is a symbol, is a sign, is a some kind of uniqueness which is totally differentiated from one to other. So this is very important. So that's why branding is very important, and you cannot expect at the same time. Now there are 4 P's of marketing. We all know 4 P's. That is product, price, place, and promotion. The important thing is that this product may be of 2 categories. One is patented product as well as generic product. Patented product may be oral of use, injectable, suspension. Similarly, generic product is also oral, injectable as well as suspensions. And most important thing, the product may be another divided into chronic care as well as acute care. So long-term therapy related to chronic care, like gouty arthritis, hypertension, diabetes, this kind of things. Acute care, fever, this kind of things, this happening, diarrhea, dysentery. This is not at all a long-term kind of thing. So now product, now price. Price is basically of 2 kinds. One is, I would say, strategy by the companies is scheming high pricing. When the product pricing, is basically done by the MNC companies, they always go for scheming high pricing. That means when you come with a patented product, that is nobody is able to copycat this particular thing. So infringement of patent act, infringement of patented product will not be there. So act will be like that only. So in that case, company is charging higher pricing because you are investing lot of monies, lot of years, lot of things for the research and development. So your product is unique. So when they are charging, when you buy the Apple products, how? Why? Because this is of uniqueness. If you think of Apple G7, where you will find Apple 7 phone, movable object you can find. You can snap down movable objects also, and the picture will not hazy. Number one. Number two, in rainy season, in rainy time, that is also you can snap the picture also, and that will be absolutely distinct and clear. So nobody has this kind of technique. So icon is an important thing. So they are charging high. So similarly, like when the MNCs are releasing this particular product with the patented product, their prices is higher. It is higher in USA, Europe, other places. So skimming high prices is nothing but a salute to your original brand value, right? Originality. So low penetration pricing. Example, Mankind. Mankind of India or other companies are there who are tapping the market. Because suppose amoxicillin was at that same time 2006, 2005, 2006 was available at 45 rupees. Mankind introduced this particular product at the cost of only 14 rupees. So you can sell much higher. But important thing is that MNC do not believe in low penetration because their price is very high. Why? Because they feel that their quality is much better than the Indian companies. Number one. Number two thing is that they believe that the volume is secondary, fast is achievement. That is very important. So you have to sell how many units? Because 45 rupees GSK's products was there in 2004-2005 amoxicillin. Now low penetration pricing. This kind of strategies by Indian companies, small Indian companies or Mankind or this kind of Torrent or some this type of companies, low penetration pricing, they are keeping the price very low or considerable price. So what is that? 14 rupees per tablet of Mankind 2004-2000. So Glaxo's brand was 3 times higher. So revenue was much higher. So you have to sell this kind of thing. This is basically the strategy of MNC companies. Now place. Now what happens with pharmaceutical companies? We have the warehouses. Warehouse to CNFA. What is the full form of CNFA? Carrying and forwarding agent. Absolutely. Then you have the distributor as well as retailers. So how many things are there? The distributor, retailer, then the customer. So in between the doctors are there who will prescribe their brand. So it is basically pharmaceutical industry is basically indirect selling. Indirect selling. Direct selling ki hocche? What is happening to direct selling? You are selling the product straight to the customers. But here distributors are there, retailers are there. Distributors, retailers are there. So there is a chain system. So distribution place. So you have to maintain the inventory level. Inventory level each and every point. So the objective is you have to maintain the distributor who have an excellent networking system, and because of that thing retailers are getting the prescription from the doctors. Now based on this kind of demand they are purchasing from the direct distributor. So this is known as secondary sales. The moment the product is coming out from the distributor place is known as secondary sale, and when you take the order from the distributor for your target achievement, that is known as primary sales. And when the retailers are selling your products, this is maybe for tertiary sales. So this is the basically thing: distributor, retailers, consumer. So there is how many levels are there? 3 levels. 3 levels are there. Absolutely. So manufacturing, then warehouse, product will come, then CNFA, then from CNFA to distributor to retailers. So this is very important kind of thing. Now promotional aspect, that is also very important. The important thing is that in pharmaceutical industry, you are not allowed to go for advertisement except OTC. Except OTC. Suppose it is pet fish, it is a move, it is product like ointment like Volini or Trivin. This is only by you can show your advertisement. The product is right now this OTC category only. When it is in OTC category, you can go for the television ad. You can give the television ad, newspaper ad, everything. But in case of pharmaceutical industry, since it is an ethical industry, you cannot go for this advertisement as well as direct marketing. Direct marketing is not allowed here because here is the doctor has an important role to play. He who is a person who is specialized on this particular sector. So the moment patient will go to the doctor's chamber, doctor will observe or see the patients properly and recommend the drugs. And these drugs are not permissible. Self prescription is not at all permissible. It is not at all allowed even. So it is most important thing is that you have to go to a doctor's chamber who is a skilled person, and based on his prescription you can go for. So no direct marketing from company to company, company to direct doctor, or company to customers directly. So in between there are a lot of intermediaries are there. So Sun Pharmaceutical is right now number one company in India and among top 6 global generic players. So this is all about basics of pharmaceutical industry in nutshell.